flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. New Hampshire, when this race continues, things can change in an instant. At day 7, Thomas Jowers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day. Tonight we crown a champion. 100 laps around Homestead Miami Speedway for the Red Light Racing Series, and a series that started way back. Well, we ain't gonna say way back. It's been kind of a short. July 10th when it started. When it was Keith Haney picking up his first victory of the season. Tonight we're down to the final 4. DJ Anderson, Eric Johnson, James Skelton, and Jason Wells. One of these guys will walk out of here as the champion. Right now, it is James Skelton on top of the board. So that 86 looking to try to win a championship. Does have 3 wins this season. It's going to be interesting. This is one of them races that is going to come down to who can save the most tire. And what I mean by that is these tires are burning up quick. We're going to probably see pit stops within every 30 laps. I mean, the tires are killing it. I read the chat a few moments ago, and somebody was at 56%, only 26 laps in. So, tires are going to be an issue. And when you come to Homestead, Miami, I mean, that's usually a top of issue, especially in the truck. You can see it right here. The track temp going to be a little warm. 80-degree track or air temp, 107-degree track temp. So, that could be a reason why the tires are, you know, not so friendly, I guess you could say, for these drivers tonight. It should be a fun race, though. I'm looking forward to it. And, of course, there's a lot of other guys in here as well. We're sitting here talking about some of the championship guys because that is the main focus of tonight. But there's a lot of other guys that has a chance to be able to go out here and try to win a champion or try to win a race as well. So, I'm going to be honest. It all comes down to strategy. I think this is going to be a strategic race. I do not think it's going to be a domination race by one driver. I think it's going to come down to pit stops and not making any mistakes on who gets on and off pit road for the final, especially the last 2 stops. That could be crucial. When you pit, when you don't pit, if you stay out, if you don't stay out, who will pit early and take advantage of the fresher tires, who won't pit. So it's going to be fun. As I mentioned, 100 laps here tonight. So this race won't take long until we get a champion crowned. And looking at the board at the moment, it kind of favors James Skelton. A 31.603 his best lap. But if you go back to Jason Wells, who's back in 6th, he's only 8. He ran a 31.688. So his lap time is just as good as our leader. And then Eric Johnson's right behind him. And, of course, DJ Anderson just put his first lap down currently in 8th. So, it's interesting to see what kind of strategy these guys are going to play. I keep mentioning strategy because, in my personal opinion, I think this race will be won or lost on pit road. I don't think we're going to have a one-time favorite. I think it's going to come down to that last few pit stops and who walks out of here champion of the Red Light Racing Series. Alright guys, while I'm sitting here talking about some of this, of course all the focus and attention's on this tonight, I want to mention some of our winter broadcasting schedule. Since it's coming that time, we got a race tomorrow as well. Auto Club Speedway Dynasty Racing League, that is their chase as it continues. And then Wednesday we have the Sim Racing Short Trackers final race at Langley Speedway for 200 laps. That should be fun. So, it's a lot of stuff happening right now. We're working on some stuff with a lot of different leagues. No league, and I will say this right now, no league is officially final. And I will post, and I spelled Homestead wrong, and I will post more about it once we get a lot of these other leagues done. No league contract that we have signed on permanently, nothing is set in stone. I want to make sure I mention that because a lot of leagues are posting that we have and all that. We have gave some yes, we have gave some no, but just so every league's out there aware, we are not officially signed on until everything is written out. Just so everybody knows. I do know that we probably will be back with the Go Fast Racing League and a couple others. So I'm not going to go all out right now and talk about it because right now the main focus should be on the championship race as it is. And I'm looking forward to this race though. It's going to be one of the best races I think we've seen all year. Of course, qualified just now, about getting ready to start. Practice coming to an end. James Skelton on top of the board for practice.
All right, guys. Good luck in Q.
And sorry about that, guys. Let me do this. Let me make sure I got some stuff muted. There we go. Oop. There we go. Alright, here we go. Qualifying underway. 10-minute qualifying. Watch Joshua Buckley roll out onto the track. And the Barbecue Pit Boys Toyota. Let's go up to watch DJ Anderson in that number 51 pedigree truck. He is one of your chase contenders, running the breast cancer awareness colors tonight. Really cool looking there. Will we see that truck in victory lane winning the championship? Will he be the one that walks out of here your champion? We should got to 86. James Skelton right behind him. Will he be the one to walk out of here champion? Fastest in practice, and he does got a little bit of draft right now from that DJ Anderson truck, so it could actually help James here to go ahead and get a good lap with some draft. It may actually help quite a bit as we go down into turn number 2, 3, and 4. Something interesting, we're seeing a lot of these trucks on a low line. That's something that we haven't really seen a ton of here in the past. It is James Skelton right now on top of the board as James Skelton comes in second, or first. DJ Anderson second right now. Eric Johnson jumps to the top with a 31.474. Good lap there. Jason Wells up to third. So right now, 3 of our 4 chase contenders are in the top 5. As we watch Dean Heck cross the start-finish line. He's not going to move up with 31.876. He is 7th at the moment. Richard Murdoch had a chance to go to the championship. Was in the chase. Did not make it to the final round of 4. As he was running a little bit higher line. That's what I like seeing. Coming off turn 4, Richard Murdoch will cross the line and start his green flag lap. We'll continue watching the 01 right now as he works out of turn 4. Once again, this will actually count as his first official lap. 32.060. Going to need a little bit more than that as he's a little bit off the pace. Right now, Eric Johnson still on top. Sean Butler as he comes out of turn 4. Currently second. Will he be able to take the pole away? Cross the start-finish line? And I say that, and it looks like he just started his green flag lap, so we're going to hop on board and ride with the driver of the 88. Down this back stretch. May get a little bit of toe right here. We'll find out. As he crosses the start-finish line, he will jump up. None. 31.640 puts him back to third. Right now, James Heater jumps up to second in the number 18 truck. DJ Anderson back out on track in that 51 car. DJ with 3 wins on the season. Did pretty good in the regular season, picking up 2 wins in the regular season. He picked up Phoenix, which was the last race before the round of 12 drivers, and then he won back at Las Vegas, and then he picked up one just 2 weeks ago at Martinsville on October 9th. James Heater, you can see him. Didn't make the chase, or didn't make the round of 4. That was probably one of the biggest surprises out of everybody. He actually won 3 races this season. He won 2 in the chase at Pocono in Texas, and 1 back at New Hampshire, the second race of the season. As he works up out of turn number 4, going to pull it off the track, it looks like. Here comes DJ Anderson. Looks like he'll start his green flag lap. You can see how low he's actually running towards the bottom. Here comes the number 51, DJ Anderson, out of turn number 4. And he'll start his green flag lap once again. Let's hop over and check on Kyle Souza, who is dead, apparently. Max Terry out on track. Is Eric Johnson out on track? He is not. Let me pull in Eric if I can. Hey, Eric Johnson, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, big race tonight. You're looking to try to win a championship, and right now you're looking pretty good so far with the pole. What's this going to be like tonight, man? How patient are you going to be with a lot of these guys?
It's going to be a fun race. I don't know whether to make it a 3-stop race or not. That's a big question, and I don't know. Let's see how it goes.
I came on the air and I was talking about how important pit stops will be here. Everybody knows that in a 100 lap race, especially at Homestead, this race could be very unique because of the pit stop situation. How important is it to get on and off pit road here, especially knowing that you are one of the final 4?
Oh yeah, it's extremely important. Did a couple practice runs and slid off once and hit it the second time, but yeah, man, it's such a long pit entrance too. Can't make any mistakes.
All right, man. You've done good this season so far. Go out there and see if you can put one together and walk out of here as a champion. I'll be up here watching you.
All right, thanks.
Next up, let's bring in if James Skelton's not on track. He may not be. Make sure he's not going to go back out there. Hopefully I can pull him in without disturbing him. I don't think he's actually out on track. Hey, James, you got me?
Hey, I got you.
Man, big night tonight. It comes down to one final race, you and 3 other guys. What's it going to take to be able to walk out of here champion?
I think, there's a lot of variables tonight. I think you're going to see myself in the 51. We're going to stretch the fuel mileage, and we're going to try to make 30 and make this a 2-stopper. And I think everybody else is going to make this thing a 3-stopper. So I think DJ and I, we're going to try to do a little strategy, and then it'll be between him and I. So practice race last night, I was the quickest truck on the long run, so I know I have the speed. So we'll see.
Let me ask you a question. Pit road here. I just talked to the 33 about it a moment ago. How important is pit road, getting on and off of it?
Yeah. So there's definitely it's definitely tricky getting on pit road. I've definitely need to keep my brake bias up front. I've forgotten a few times during practice and spun out going on to pit road, and it's a big place to make time and lose time. So it's definitely going to be a key to the race.
Man, go out there and see if you can walk out of here a champion. I'll be up here watching. Good luck.
10-4, I just want to give a shout out to my paint scheme. It's the Somerville Animal Hospital on board tonight, so hopefully we can get it a good finish.
For sure, man. Actually, that looks really good. So we'll be up here watching it and see if you can put that truck in victory lane and walk out of here.
10-4, thanks, Adam.
All right, there's your 86 James Skelton Flowertown Animal Hospital. It's a pretty cool looking truck. So yeah, man, like I said, this is going to be one of them races. I think the word that kept popping into my mind was pit strategy. We heard Eric mention he's going to try to do it. He's debating on doing it in 2 or 3 stops. We heard just a minute ago James Skelton mention that he's wanting to do it. Him and a teammate will want to try to do this on 2. That's interesting, man. I don't know, because tires are going to be so important. This could make or break a lot of guys tonight. I'm going to be honest. This is going to be the ultimate test, I think, out of all season, when you got to have a complete race. No mistakes. That's the first thing that pops in my mind. Because if you have a mistake, especially in the middle of the race, I don't know if you'll have enough time to recover, because these guys don't have very many cautions. So it could go green the whole way. I mean, we're sitting here saying, they're sitting here saying 2-stop race and stuff like that. Of course, if a caution comes out, it throws a mix into everything. But I don't know if we'll see that caution because of how this race plays out and how these guys race. I mean, we do got a lot of guys in here tonight, though. We got a total of 21 drivers making a start. And there's drivers in here that want to win this race. So don't let the championship throw you off. But we'll go ahead and look at our grid. As it is, Eric Johnson in that number 33 car, trying to walk out of here champion. He's going to start up towards the front. As I fix a couple things. Sorry about that, guys. And we'll continue on with the grid. Second place, second row, Sean Butler, Jason Wells. Jason, another one of them drivers that may have a chance to walk out of here with the championship. He's kind of told himself, as one of the guys that's kind of sleeper, I think, that nobody really expects. But hey, all it takes is one good run, and this could be it. Row number 3, that's where everybody's wondering. James Skelton, DJ Anderson, 2 teammates in that 86 and 51, could have a championship underneath their belt tonight. We'll see which one walks out of here out of them 4. Further back, Dean Heck and Andy Lee. Andy Lee with a really good season so far, however, did not make the chase because of point issues. I think he got started late, I believe. Max Terriot made the chase. Joshua Buckley, another guy that made the chase in that 2 car. Both of them guys fast as well. They could play a factor in here and be a spoiler for one of these guys. Kyle Souza, William Long. Row number 7, Richard Murdoch, Brian Phillips. Keep your eye on that 39. He may have something if it stays green. Leo Bordes, Jack Wells, sorry about that. The 83 may be able to do something as well. Bruce Potter, Kevin O'Brien in that 94. And it looks like that is all that actually did qualify. So, as we get ready to go green here for the Red Light Racing Series, you can scroll by all the trucks. And you can see them getting ready to roll out here for 90 laps. I don't know why I thought this was 100. For 90 laps at Homestead, Miami. I kept saying 100 a minute ago. I apologize. Should be fun, though, guys. You see the trucks and hear the trucks shifting into gear. As there they go, starting to roll off. There's Tim Blum in that white truck as well. Remember, any driver with the number 9 in front of their name, that means that they are rookies. as we get ready to roll for the final time this season. It's going to be a fun one, I'm not going to lie. Been looking forward to this for a while now. Here we go. Coming through turn 4 for the final time to get ready to get this race started. I hope I cut my spotter off. I don't think I did. Green flag is out. We're off to racing here for the championship. Homestead 90. We changed it to Homestead 90 instead of 100. Already side by side all the way back as this restart gets underway to 33. Able to pull out front by about not even a car length over that 18. The 88 does fall in to take second place away from the 18 of James Heater. James scouting in that 86, looking to take away the 4th position from Jason Wells. This is a points battle. Up off turn 4. Jason doing a good job right now on holding that spot. You also see that 51 on that bottom side and that 25 of Andy Lee up on the high side as well. That high side could play a factor early if they're able to save tires. I do expect this line to move up quite a bit during the longer part of the stages of this run. I can tell you right now, from times I've seen in practice, these guys are going to be pretty close all night like this. It is all a chess game. Andy Lee making the high line work as he holds off and defends the 5th position. Here we go. Here comes 2 teammates. The 51, DJ Anderson, taking a peek to the inside of the 86. We just talked to James a minute ago. He said his long run truck seems like it's really good, so we'll find out if it is. Of course, we still got a few laps to go before that long run sets in, as we are only on lap 3. Coming through turn 4, we're going to see lap 4 here. Everybody gets off that turn really good, but still battle right now, still for 6th place between 2 guys going for the chase, 2 teammates that is going for the championship. And it looks like the 51 is going to give way, or the 86 is going to give way. Joshua Buckley creeping up on them as well. Joshua wants to win. He's not doing anything wrong. They want to win just as much. I'm going to be honest, if they didn't want to win, there's no point of showing up. As the 42's in the wall, Max Terriot scrapes it. Looks like no damage will be on that truck. He just scraped it a little bit. Sparks fly off. It's okay. It's going to be interesting once these trucks really start tightening up. Right now, they're okay. But once these trucks start tightening up and wanting to push up, that's where it's going to be interesting. Looking back at the 18. James Heater, we're riding on board with Sean Butler. You also see that 64 trying to work his way up. One of your championship 4 drivers. See, Jason's doing something a little interesting here. He's already moving up to the higher part of the track. I have noticed this the last 2 laps. Don't know if he's doing it to save tires or we got a wreck. Oh, do we got one? I thought we had a wreck behind him. Maybe not. Nope. Never mind. I lied. I apologize. That's all I seen car going around. Here's a good little battle between the 11 of William Long and the 30 of Kyle Souza. It looks like Kyle's going to lose a couple spots. It's Tim Blum. Keep your eye on that 9-10 truck. He may actually be able to win this thing. He started way back, almost dead last in the 19th position. He will get passed by the 11 of William Long, however. Of course, you see that 30 right there on the bottom. Kyle Souza trying to put a pass on Richard Murdoch in that 01 as well. Looks like Murdoch's going to be able to make that high line work. Good battle up front. This is a 5-car breakaway with Eric Johnson, Sean Butler, James Heater, Jason Wells, and Andy Lee. These guys are breaking away by about a second over the 51 and the 86. They're just riding in a single file line, trying to stretch this lead out. The more they stretch it, the more it helps Eric Johnson. And it helps the 64 of Jason Wells. I'm going to be honest, if you really think about it, these two guys are not the favorites. Eric Johnson and Jason Wells. And I mean that with most respect to them. They're not. Because if you go and look at DJ's and James Skelton, DJ 3 wins, James Skelton 3 wins. So both these guys right here we see with the 33 of Eric Johnson does have a win. He picked it up at Talladega. That was his first win of the season. And then you go back to Jason Wells, does not have a win. Well, I'll take it back. He does have a win. He won back at Bristol. So these guys don't have the most wins, let's put it that way, compared to DJ and James. So it's good to see these guys out front right now. Now the question is going to be if they're able to hold it. We do got this little group pack right here with got who that is all in this. Joshua Buckley, Dean Heck, Max Terriot. But you can see that group right there. They're all in a straight line. It's kind of like looking like Talladega in a way. Kind of like two groups just spaced out right now, running their own race. The question is really going to come down, as I mentioned, what's it going to be on pit strategy? If you're able to make it to 31 laps, you can make it on 2 stops easy. Like, personally, I think that's what I would do. I think I would just do it on 2 stops. But that's me. And I'm not running for a championship because I'm horrible. So. Still single file up front. We do got a small thing back here starting to shape up. These guys are running bumper to bumper. As you see that 42 of Max Terriot really pushing on that 928 of Dean Heck. Remember, the 9 means that he is a rookie. You can see there how close it is. Max with a small run out of turn 2. Not going to be able to do anything with it at the moment. He's getting around on the outside. Max Terriot trying to take away the 9th position. You also got Richard Murdoch that will take away the 10th or 11th spot. Now Joshua Buckley going to kind of block momentum of both lanes in that number 2 truck. He's going to go bottom, probably slide up in front of the 42. And he will slide up in front of the 42. Max trying to take away that spot. Looks like he's going to be able to take that spot away. And he actually did that using a high line. Now here comes the 01 of Richard Murdoch trying to do the same. Tim Blum there as well. The 928 of Dean Heck falling back just a little bit as he started up in 7th, currently running in 11th. I'm going to be honest with you guys though. This is the greatest start that Eric Johnson could hope for. He wants it to stay like this. He is slowly pulling away. If you go and look at the times, he is the fastest on the board out of everybody that has completed a lap. By not quite a 10th, but almost. Here comes the 42, Max Terriot. This is a big pass if the 42 is able to complete it. We got one car on the access road. Who is that? Is that Jason Wells? Jason Wells coming to pit road. Not sure what's going on with him. I don't think this is scheduled. This could be scheduled for that 64 truck. Let's go back and see if make sure he didn't hit anything. Of course, you got to come down the access road on the backstretch here. Just watch and even see. This is a replay. Let's see if anything happened to the 64. One of your chase final 4 coming to pit road on lap 17. He did this on his own. Really strange to see that 64 truck coming up pit road, especially from the 4th position. That is a huge gamble to be taken this early. But he sit there and said he don't know if he wants to do it in 2 or 3 stops. I mean, he's going to be faster than everybody by about a second and a half. I mean, you'll see how fast he gets back up through there. You can see him right there in that red 64 truck. Watch how quick he passes all these cars. He looks to the inside of the 01. Now the 2. I mean, he's just going to drive around all these guys. Pretty much like they're standing still. Now he's on the inside of the 86. And just like that, he will pass all of them. Now he's going to set his sights on the 51. But that's what new tires will do. And what this could do is actually open up a thing for everybody else. Will they come in? When new pit strategy would be a factor. This may play off for him. I just don't know if I would have done it on lap 17. That's a gamble. If these guys can push it to lap 30 though and still keep their distance, I mean, I don't see what the loss or gain would be. Now, in all honesty, he should take the lead. Like, Jason should be able to take the lead once these guys pit. Possibly. But his tires will be so eat up when these guys do come out of pit road, they'll just run him down pretty easily. Good group of cars here as the 9-10 gets to the wall. Tim Blum starting to work his way up to 9th now. Somebody that's falling back is James Skelton. He is in a ton of traffic right now, so he's going to look 3 wide. Down the straightaway. And he's not going to be able to complete this pass. That 86 having a little bit of trouble here. As the 9-10's in the wall. He's going to fall back quite a few spots. Got to be careful though. Don't want that car to push up and get into the car that was in the wall. Yeah, James is actually struggling just a little bit. Back to 8th, and I know he said he had a good long-learned truck. Well, I haven't seen it come in just yet. The last time by, he was actually quite slower, even in the cars behind him. And now he's under attack from the 928 of Dean Heck. It says for 8th place. And Dean's going to take away fairly easy. Sean Butler on pit road. So this may actually open up pits for a lot of different drivers. We'll find out. See, Eric wants this to stay green now as long as he can. He's got a 6-second lead over the next chase driver, DJ Anderson, in that pink number 51 truck. Richard Murdoch up to 6th. James Skelton about 7.3 seconds behind. And then, of course, Jason Wells, who pitted very early, is now 16th. We did have some guys coming down pit road. Sean Butler, Kyle Souza, Leo Board Agent, Brian Phillips all came down pit road. Now we got the 18 of James Heater coming in. I think Eric's going to try to stretch this as long as he can to lap 30. Heater's on pit road now. Of course, pit road, you have to enter on the backstretch and exit on the backstretch. You will enter going into turn 3. If you don't, it's a black flag. You see that yellow line. You have to be below that yellow line. Coming into pits, you got to stay on that access road all the way around to the front stretch. You can see Jason Wells, though, really catching up. He is one lap down, but them fresh tires really got him going. You also see that 88 Sean Butler. He's got fresher tires than Jason. You can see this is only 7 lap different tires, and you can see how important that is right now. Brandon Minto on pit road in that 920 car. Sliding into his box. Richard Murdoch, Dean Heck for 4th. Looks like Murdoch wants it. Highline's starting to come in. Oh, that was close. As Murdoch coming to pit road, you can see how pit road works here. You see where he exited. You got to be careful not to lose it though. Right here is very slick, and it comes up on you fast. You can see it right there. He may have made it. It looks like he did. Eric Johnson on pit road as well. Our leader coming to pit road on lap 29. So Andy Lee takes over the pit, or takes over the point, and will be first place for now. Remember, Andy's not in the chase. He just wants to win, and he's not doing anything wrong by trying it. DJ Anderson still out on track. James Skelton in the 86 still out on track. Looks like they're going to be sticking to their strategy. Should be coming to pit road this time in that 51 and 86 truck. As you see Eric Johnson right there on the bottom of these guys. There's your 3 chase contenders right there, nose to tail. And of course, Jason not too far behind them. Where is Jason? Is he actually back on pit road? Nope, he's up to 7. So yeah, Jason Wells should take the lead after all this is said and done. But I can tell you, Jason, I think only took 2 tires in that 64 truck. Same as Sean Butler. Huh. Interesting call for the 88 and 64. And of course, there's Eric Johnson. Now, he does have fresh tires, but up in front of him, some guys have a little bit fresher tires as well. It's all depending on where he comes out after all this cycles through. He's right here. He's going to jump up to 5th. So he's got Andy Lee. Okay, he just passed Andy. So now he's got James Heater, who's got 3 lap older tires. Jason Wells, who's got 12 laps. And Sean Butler, who's got 5 laps older tires. So he should, in all reality, be able to run down these top 4 guys. Of course, Kyle Souza right there in the 30. He's done been on and off pit road. He was on pit road 10 laps ago up to 5th. Wow, this is really shaping up to be something different. DJ Anderson, after they pit, they have actually came out even further back to what I thought. The 51 and the 86 comes out in 11th and 13th. They're going to need a little bit of help right now, I think. I don't know. But Jason Wells looking like the man to beat now after that early pit stop. Pitted 16 laps ago. And if he's going to buy his regular fuel strat or pit strategy, then he's going to have to pit probably within, well, if he goes by 17 lap intervals, he needs to pit next time by. I would expect him to honestly run this one out, honestly. I would not expect him to pit out, but them 2 tires, he's struggling right now. I will say he was actually faster last time by, though, than the 33. Was he got damage? Thought I seen some damage on that 33 truck. He looks okay. Yep, he's alright. So if it was to finish right now, Jason Wells would be your points leader and winner of the championship. By only 1 point, by the way. Coming off turn 4, Sean Butler still leading the way. Remember, he does got a little bit older tires than everybody else. He's been out there for 12 laps. Then, of course, Jason Wells has been out there for a while as well. Here comes a battle for, looks like fourth starting to heat up just a little bit. Andy Lee, who's up in fourth. Eric Johnson right behind him. Starting to really space out a little bit all over the track now. We're 36 laps in. We'll be right back right after this. Something must be going on with the 33 of Eric Johnson. He is falling back and dropping fast. When I say this, I literally mean it. Last time by, he was way off the pace compared to the drivers of DJ Anderson and guys like that. So, not sure what's going on, but he is definitely off the pace. You can see it here. One of your championship contenders has led 27 laps. Richard Murdoch closing in quite a bit. Not sure if he's doing some saving or what he's doing, but right now, almost a second off the pace compared to our top guy, Sean Butler. As we got, is that DJ in the wall? No, Richard Murdoch into the wall. He's going to be able to continue. So now, here's where it gets big because Jason Wells just got passed for third or second. We expect him on pit road here within the next, well, probably any time. He's coming now. Man, I don't know. This is shaping up. DJ's starting to really make a move here. Not working out for Eric Johnson. He was up on it early. Done a really good job early. Not sure what's going on. He's going to get past here. So just to let you know, if the chase was to end now, I think it would go to DJ Anderson. It would. It would go to DJ Anderson, who's running back in 8th place. Right behind him, of course, the 33 of Eric Johnson. Now, this could all be strategy for that 33. He could be just trying to save a little bit of fuel just to make it to the end. Yeah, he's definitely off the pace. I don't know what's going on. As they try to get around the 30 of Kyle Souza. They do. Kyle's coming to pit road. Jason Wells just exited pit road. He is one lap down, but he does have fresh tires, so he should be able to drop back to run these guys fairly quick. All three of our chase contenders nose to tail. Of course, a little bit further back, James Skelton. Not far behind these guys, right there, looking on. He wouldn't mind seeing all of them take each other out. Actually, he probably would. He's a better driver than that. He probably would. You don't want to race him like that. We are 44 laps in for the final race of the season. Here for the Monday Night Red Light Racing Series. Sean Butler's looking to go out here. He's trying to take this one home. He's going to show these guys how to win. I mean, he's done a good job, too. He's fast right now. For older tires, he's done a great job. Fastest last time by. A little bit slower this time by. Andy Lee gets around. James Heater coming to pit road. Andy Lee takes over second. So some guys coming to pit road now. We got so many different strategies playing out. We got some guys pitting 20 laps in. We got some guys pitting 18 laps in. Some guys pitting 30 laps in. I mean, there's so much stuff going on. Sean Butler, and I mentioned coming to pit road. 19 laps in on that run. So Andy Lee takes over the point. Max Terriot will fall into second. Dean Heck will fall into third. And of course, you see Dean getting passed by that 64. Jason Wells 1 lap down at the moment. Will get his lap back once the leaders pit. Eric Johnson starting to pick up the pace a little bit. Big battle here on track. 3 of our chase contenders once again nose to tail. 51, 33, 86. 86 looks on. Still nose to tail for third or fourth, fifth, and sixth. As the laps keep ticking down, we are 50 laps. Let's take a look at our mid-race summary. 59 laps completed, 49 laps completed, 41 remain. 3 lead changes so far. Of course, that's getting ready to change even more once Andy Lee hits pit road. Jason Wells last time by pretty fast, about 5 tenths faster than the leaders. Trying to keep that up. He's going to have some strategy play out in order for him to pick him win. I do see him on pit road one more time at least, for sure. Joshua Buckley on pit road. This is one of the weirdest races I've broadcast, I think, guys. I'm not going to lie, because there are so many different strategies going on right now. Here's the big one, though. With these 3 guys running nose to tail, these are your 3 of your championship 4. We have yet to even have a yellow, which is odd. I haven't seen many people wreck. I've seen one car get in the wall. That's about it. I like Homestead. Even though I'm horrible at it, I do like it. But this should be no surprise to anybody. I mean, these guys have done this week in and week out. We've been caution free, I think, for a couple of these races. I wonder if Eric may have fell back on purpose to be with these guys to try to see their strategy. I find that kind of weird that he just all of a sudden falls back and now he's pushing it. Unless there's some kind of field strategy game being played. That could be what it was, because he actually pitted about 2 laps before DJ and James. So we know that DJ and James can go to lap 60 before they had to pit. Eric actually pitted last time on lap 29, so he went, or 28. So he went a little bit lap shorter. I wonder if something happened. Here comes a big pass. DJ Anderson or James Skelton looking to the inside. And at Flowertown Animal Hospital, coming up off turn number 4, side-by-side drag race down the front stretch into turn 1. No, that's got to be the best feeling in the world if you're the 86. Probably the worst feeling in the world right now for the 33. But the 86 is able to get around here. Probably the best feeling in the world knowing that you just put or passed one of the fastest guys into session and have a chance for a championship by running him like this. And DJ Anderson likes this. He's just pulling away. So Eric's going to let the 86 go because if they keep battling, the 80 or the 51s are just going to keep driving away. More pit stops happening. Richard Murdoch, Bruce Potter on pit road. Should be seeing a couple more of these guys, these leaders on pit road here soon. All of this is going to cycle back over to Sean Butler, however. Yeah, it should cycle back over to Sean Butler, James Heater, Jason Wells, from what I'm seeing. If that still stands the same way what I'm thinking. So, Eric Johnson comes in early, 1 lap sooner than normal. And what makes this so big is he'll have fresher tires than James Skelton and the 51 by about a lap. So he could make up some ground here. He's going to have to push very hard, however. And there's one other thing I think is really hurting another Chase contender. If I can find him, Jason Wells, as you see the 51 coming to pit road, he's been out there 18 laps. Now, he will jump up. He's going to jump up quite a bit of spots here. He's going to jump up all the way up to 3rd, I believe. I think it's going to hurt him, though. He's going to have to pit one more time, guaranteed. And these other guys will not. They're going to do it on 2 stops. So, really, it all depends on where Eric Johnson, will he be able to pass DJ Anderson and James Skelton. Them guys are on pit road. They just got in their pit box. So, honestly, I don't know if he's going to be able to pass them. This is going to be interesting to see because James Skelton's out. He took 2 tires. That's very interesting in that 86. DJ Anderson just exited pit road as well. So, it looks like Eric Johnson will pass DJ. Possibly. This is big. 33, gonna be able to pass him just barely. So this changes everything though, because James Skelton 2 tires on that 86 truck. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of lap times he's able to run. At the line, DJ Anderson that time faster. Eric Johnson by 4 tenths. Really closing in on his 33. I'm going to have 33 saving something, because I still think he may be a lap short on gas. There's no reason he should be this slow. I mean, compared to where he was at the start of the race, I mean, he was on a whole another level. He was literally leaving these guys in the dust. Right now, I don't know. This is a big pass here, if the 51 can complete it. If a caution comes out, it changes everything, though. That's what's going to be interesting. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't hate to see a caution. I don't want nobody of these guys to wreck, but just saying. So I'm looking at James Skelton's time compared to DJ Anderson's, who's got 4 tires compared to 2. His times are actually pretty good. He's a little bit slower, but he's got a 2-second gap right now. Make that a 3-second gap right now. 2 seconds, sorry, 2-second gap right now over him and DJ. No, it's 3. It's 3. I apologize. It is 3 seconds. Well, yeah, I mean, DJ actually could be, James maybe, or I'm sorry, yeah, James could be the one to watch here. Now that all this is starting to play out a little bit. That was Jason Wells coming to pit road, and I think it hurts him because, yeah, he's going to lose a lot of spots here. I don't think that 3-stop race was the plan to have this happen. He may only take 2. Looks like he's actually going to take 4. No, he did take 2 tires only. So he's going to go a lap down. Man, I just don't know how it's going to work out for him. He's going to need a caution, I think, and then have something happen. So James Skelton right now out by 3 seconds in front of the 51 of DJ Anderson. And right behind him, Eric Johnson also with 30 laps to go, I believe. No, 20 laps to go. I apologize. 22 laps to go. DJ Anderson clears the 01 of Richard Murdoch. Now he's going to set his sights up on James Skelton. 3 seconds in front of him. Basically all that is a championship right in front of you. Will you be able to reach out and grab it? DJ Anderson, of course, the last year's season champion. Looking to try to go back to back. James Skelton finished 5th last year in the championship. Sitting there looking at Joshua Buckley, who, right here on pit road. He actually finished 9th. It looks like he's going to finish 9th in this year's championship, possibly. And he finished 9th last year as well. Alright, let me add this up. 2.751 seconds is the gap between 2nd and 3rd. That is the difference between you and a championship. We've seen James take 2 tires, and the A51 has 4 tires. But the lap time's not much difference, only about a 10th difference right now between the two. I mean, right behind him, Eric Johnson, who's trying to pass the 01. Not out of this thing yet either. One of the fastest drivers to start the race started on the pole. Led 27 laps, has fallen off quite a bit since then. As Eric tries to get around the 01, it's so tough to pass here though in his longer runs. He's going to have his work cut out for him. And unfortunately for our other chase contender, Jason Wells, don't look like it's going to work out for him unless we get a caution. He did get his lap back just a moment ago, but he's got to go all the way around, and he's got to do it less than about 15 laps, 16 laps. The gap is closing. 2.6 seconds. Last time it was 2.7. At the line, I'll let you know the speeds. Last time by, DJ Anderson, once again, 1/10 faster last time by. It's like 1.1 actually, but still. Eric Johnson getting around 4th place of Richard Murdoch, pushing Murdoch back to 5th. .2 seconds. That gap's really closing. That last time by. Actually, wait a minute. Did that gap got widened out? Yeah, last time by 4/10 faster for DJ Anderson. In the 51. Something must have happened to James. He may have pushed up just a little bit too much. You don't want to do that. DJ's really wish right now, or James really wish that I don't know if he'd want a caution or the laps just go away. We'll see at the line how it is this time. Last time by it was DJ 3/10 faster. And if that's the case, DJ will catch him. Right now he's behind him by 1.9, 1.8. At the line, James Skelton with the 33.074, DJ with the 32.908. So that right there will actually not affect it too much. It should be okay if it stays that distance. And Eric Johnson doing everything he can. Last time by, he was faster than both of these guys. He's really starting to close in. 2/10 faster last time by for Eric Johnson. We'll watch it at the line and once they go across again. Last time by, DJ Anderson. About 3/10 faster than James Skelton. Eric Johnson right in the middle between both of them. DJ was fastest last time by. That gap really shrinking. 1.6. We're coming to 11 to go, I believe. looking pretty good for Andy Lee as he leads by 4 seconds. He's looking to get a big win. There's your distance between the championship. Still 1.7. Last time by, it was actually James Skelton. Faster than both of these guys behind him. If a caution was to come out now, it's going to get interesting. Of course, James and DJ, both teammates, both have 3 wins this season. So it is not really a surprise to see these guys having such a great run. DJ, of course, winning 1 race in the chase. James Skelton winning 1 race in the chase back at September 4th, the first race of the chase at Michigan. As we continue to watch this race unfold, the gap has grew 1.9 seconds. Last time by, James really stepped on it. He was actually 0.2 faster last time by. Of course, both these guys not leading the lap, so that will not play a factor as well. Unless Andy Lee actually has to pit. We'll see. He shouldn't have to, though, because these guys would have to as well, as they're on the same tire-wise. Who's it going to be? We do got a lap car as Max Terriot right in front of the 86. As James Skelton now 2 seconds ahead of DJ Anderson. But the lap car could have something to say about it. 6 laps to go. Max will let him go to the inside. Almost making contact. Oh yeah, this right here may close the gap up. Max is going to go high as they're side by side. Yeah, the gap is closing. As DJ makes a clean pass on the 42. The gap did close a little bit, but not as much as what you would expect. Now the 51 has to do the same. So he does got a little bit of buffer right now. That 2-tire stop may pay off for James Skelton. As Andy Lee just continues to drive away from these guys. 4 seconds ahead. I mentioned Andy not making the chase. He was 1 spot short of making the chase. Does have a win this season back at Chicagoland. Would be a big win for him as well. Coming through turn 3 and 4. We're going to see 3 to go this time. If a caution was to come out right now, the race would be over. And wait, something happened. Eric Johnson has to come down pit road. Eric Johnson not going to have the gas to make it. That is championship gone out the window. Question is going to be, will these guys have enough? They should. I don't see why they wouldn't. I think Eric was just 1 lap short, as he is already down and away. Two laps to go for Andy Lee. 2 laps to go for a championship for the 86. Don't tell me a non-chaser can't win a race. For the final time this season, Andy Lee will see the white flag displayed. He's going to have a mile and a half to go. James Skelton, same deal with him. A mile and a half to go to a championship. And that gap's really closing for the lead, but I do not think James can get there. As Andy Lee is going to see final turn for the final time this season. Coming out of turn 4, Andy Lee will see the checkered flag and will win at Homestead, Miami. James Skelton is going to be this year's champion for Red Light Racing Series. DJ Anderson finishes second or third. Your winner this year for your championship, James Skelton in that 86 car. Good for him. Andy Lee, you see him. We're going to talk to our top 3, including our season champion. DJ coming up just one spot short. Jason Wells will finish 8th. Will be your 3rd overall finisher this season in the championship. These guys not going to do burnouts? Come on now. That's a 30 about killed somebody. Let's bring in one of our drivers. Who do we want to bring in first? Let's bring in James Skelton, our season champion. Woo!
He was not.
Hey, James, you got me?
Yeah, I got you, Adam.
Man, season champion. How about that? 2-tire stop. You was able to make the call. And a big call. That had to be gutsy. Talk us through it, man.
Yeah, that was, I did a little practice, 2 tires, but obviously, I didn't get to practice with that many cars on the track and that much rubber being laid down. So the car actually got a little finicky, especially through 3 and 4. It was actually getting loose and I was fighting a little bit. Just trying to manage the gap between myself and DJ, and I literally ran out on the stripe, so I timed it just right. So feels good after being in the league for a few years to finally win a championship. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, man, it's got to be huge for you. I know that the pressure, I guess, that kind of comes with winning a championship. I know there's not a lot since it is, a sim racing game and stuff like that. But still, there is pressure still involved, knowing how many good drivers that there actually are in here. What's that like to be able to beat your teammate?
No, I mean, it feels awesome. DJ won the championship last year, so he was the person to beat. And, even Andy, it's a shame that, somehow he missed the playoffs. He's incredibly strong and fast. I'm glad he kind of wasn't in there because, we won the race. But it's a good feeling. Man,
this has to be probably one of the biggest wins of your iRacing career, I would guess. Season champion here for the Red Light Racing Series, a big win, man. Give everybody your shout-outs for this entire season.
Yeah, most definitely. First off, I want to thank my teammates, DJ and then Josh. We do a lot of strategy. We talk a lot. So I want to thank my teammates and then everybody who was watching. I think my wife's doctor, Flowertown Animal Hospital on board. So I'm glad to run a good paint scheme and get a good finish for them. And didn't win the race, but won the championship with the paint scheme. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's the main goal, man. That is a huge win for you. Congratulations. And congrats on your championship and your team and everybody else involved. That's big. So congratulations, and we'll talk to you here soon.
Thanks, Adam. Didn't even have enough gas to do burnout.
I was wondering why you didn't do the burnout.
I'm all out.
Good job, buddy. Next up, let's bring in Andy Lee, who will finish in the top spot. Hey, Andy, you got me?
Yeah, I'm here.
First place, man. Not in the chase, however, and these guys better be lucky because you set out on a mission tonight, man. Talk us through your race. That was some big strategy calls made by you tonight.
Yeah, I thought you could actually go 31, maybe 32 laps based on practice, and I was kind of surprised because I ran out of fuel on the first pit going to pit road, so barely got it in there, and then just kind of managed it and saved it on the last 2 stints.
2 wins on the season, man. You come into the season finale and able to pull off a win. What's that mean? I mean, does that show that you could definitely come out here and win a championship hopefully next year?
Well, I hope so if I could ever beat this stint, but there's a lot of good racers in here and good group of guys. So, Got to bring it every race.
That's true, man. Good run tonight, and congratulations to you on a big win here at Homestead for the season finale. Anybody you want to give shout-outs to?
Hey, I just get all the guys in here, and thank you for broadcasting and so forth. Really appreciate all the hard work. It was a fun season. Look forward to the next one.
Man. Good job, and congratulations on a big win here tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, bud. Next up, DJ Anderson, who finishes in third place, comes up just short of the championship, but still looks like he's going to finish second, I think, in the points. Wait, James Skelton is champion. How is that? No, I think he gave me the wrong name. All right, anyway, DJ, you got me?
I got you.
Man, a big race tonight, and talk us through your night, man. You come up just short, but your teammate going to finish in front of you.
Yeah, we worked together on trying to do the fuel strategy, making sure we could just make it on a two-stop race, and especially since the truck was really tight, and I just happened to be out in front, and I mean that last stop, he had to do something, and he took 2 tires, took the gamble, and that's why he's champion. I got to give a big shout out to him and congrats to him. It sucks to not go back to back, but at least it's the championship staying with Team Need for Speed.
Yeah, man. What was the strategy call? He decided to take 2, and personally, it looked like it would actually hurt him a little bit. Was there anything in your mind that you was thinking about taking 2 at one point?
I thought about it, but for me, the line I was running at the end of the run, I was running really low through 3 and 4, and it was getting loose. And I kind of figured with the 2 tires, it would be looser. So I didn't want to take that gamble. I felt like I could have run them down there at the end, but as I was closing in, I was realizing that I was going to be short on fuel. So I had to kind of back it off and start saving, and I was kind of either I try to run him down and run out of gas or just make it to the end and hope he makes a mistake. But, I ran out coming off of 4, and I tried to catch him and couldn't catch him, and he did a great job.
You had 3 wins this season. He has 4. You won the championship last season. He wins it this season. Teammates really dominating, I guess you could say, this season as well. Man, it's been a great season for you. I'm sorry you didn't get the championship. I know that was the main goal overall, but still got to be happy for your teammate at least. Anybody you want to give shout-outs to?
My teammates, man, and you for doing the broadcast, and everybody who watches, and everybody in Red Light. I love racing here. We're all clean racers, and I'm sure we'll all be ready to get next season underway, even though it's probably about a month out. But I'm ready to go get it next season and see if we can bring a 3rd in a row for Need for Speed Motorsports.
I think I heard. I think it was November the 20. I don't want to say 26, but I think that's what it is. But man, congratulations! 2nd place in the championship, 3rd place tonight, and 1 spot short, but still a good run and great season for you. And we'll talk to you next season.
Take care. I'll see you next season.
All right, guys. Thoughts overall on the whole race and season? Fantastic race. Can't beat the outcome. I feel a little for Eric Johnson though. He had a heck of a truck, man. I mean, he just came up just short. But that's racing. I mean, you can't stop everything. No cautions, of course. 90 laps. You got to give a big round of applause to James Skelton. I mean, he worked the pit strategy perfect. We said it was going to be pit strategy. He won it on 2 tires. Congrats to Andy Lee on a great win as well and a great season overall. One of the best leagues I think we broadcast. Thanks everybody for having us come in and you all watch us. It means the world. Thanks a lot. Take it easy. We'll see y'all tomorrow night as this season wraps up. We'll go tomorrow, race Auto Club for their chase. See y'all tomorrow night. Flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. New Hampshire, once this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Jowers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day